What's good, guys? What's good? What's Gucci? Courtney IG, and I'm back again, this time to discuss Tory Lanez's sixth studio album, his first since going independent, Daystar. So, guys, Tory mentioned that he would only release a Daystar project release once he felt musically and spiritually, I guess, as well, in a space where he was aligning more closely to Christianity, the path that his dad takes as a preacher, I believe. So, I was quite surprised to see him actually drop this album given the situation that he's in right now. For those that don't know, Megan Thee Stallion has come out and said that Tory was the one that shot her in the leg. So him coming out with an album opposed to a press statement or IG live or anything of that nature is quite surprising to me. So yeah, guys, coming into this project, as I said, my expectations were I wasn't expecting it. So I had no expectations. I thought he would be talking to the Hot 97s. I thought he'd be talking to the Breakfast Clubs and the like. But yeah, I was debating, guys, even if I wanted to cover this. A lot of platforms had avoided this project. They haven't talked about it. It's basically like a Tory Lanez silence. But a few people have, asked what my thoughts are on it. Also, when I went on a road trip with some friends last Friday, my friend played the Tory Lanez album, and as a result, I had no option, guys, but to listen to it and collate my thoughts. So basically, I had to just tap in. So I started writing down a few ideas, and here we are. This is what has been collated from that trip. So my expectations, as I said, I didn't have any, but given the name, I knew that Daystar meant something to him. And I thought he would have used this project as a means to address everything, as well as build on Message for God's Children, a song that was on New Toronto Free, and kind of go a bit more down that lane in this project. So, guys, just to set the scene, I've decided to give this album a bit more of a conclusive standpoint, let's say. I'm not really gonna leave it so open like I would usually do. I'm gonna be more conclusive and more direct, given the backstory and everything that's happened. So in Daystar, guys, Tory is completely channeling all his emotion on how, in his eyes, his character has been assassinated. He's been attacked by these media outlets, individuals and the like. And these were the individuals who were supporting him on his come up. So he's kind of baffled that this is occurring now. And yeah, he holds no bars in, onslaughts on every single one of those individuals. If you listen to Sorry I Had To, Sorry But I Had To, where he comes at Bumby, he comes at Chance. And yeah, on the album intro, Money Over Fallouts, he's actually taken snippets from all of those individuals who've discussed him on the media platforms and just collated that, just to kind of paint the narrative of the four consistent themes that we hear throughout the whole body of work. So those four consistent themes that I picked up on are: 1, he's the victim in this situation; 2, he's not been convicted, he's just been accused; 3, he loves Megan. He has feelings for Megan because of the life parallels, but he's conflicted on the other hand because of obviously what she said and other chicks and Kylie being heavenly and all of this stuff that he repeats loads of times throughout the project. And the final one that I picked up on the most, guys, was him saying, interestingly, that he's being blackballed basically because he has ownership of his masters now. So yeah, and I think he mentions Prince as a individual before him who also had ownership of masters and then experienced such things. So yeah, that's basically the common 4 themes that I picked up on. So just to conclude, guys, because as I said, this is more of a conclusive piece. I didn't want it to be so open. I wanted to just cut to the mustard here. So to conclude, guys, if you're looking for this project to be the go-to stop, which is going to give you all the clarity you need, you're going to find everything you want and everything's going to be crystal clear, that ain't it. The baffling and inconceivable actions, which has led up to this, the backstory and such, which I mentioned in my introduction, you're not going to get answers to all of that here. The closest you're going to get is on Queen and Slim. And frustratingly, guys, when I came out of this project, I was missing a lot. But I feel like at some stage, because he does mention it's an open case, it's an open case, it's an open case. I feel like it's going to come. It's going to come. And I just can't accept that somebody would mention God so much throughout this project and lie. Like, especially given what I said with his father's background in Christianity and evangelism and so on. I can't see how somebody could have that background but then just lie on everything. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So if you were to strip all the craziness out of the equation, guys, and just listen to this from a pure music standpoint, which I tried to do, there is some really great moments here, guys. There's some really great, falsettos and him just singing his heart out on, I think it's the Solar song. And also, there's the top three standouts for me, guys, are Care for You, In the Air, and What's Culture. Here he's really, empowering Black women. He's just pouring so much emotion that I've never really heard him do to that level before. Maybe on his I Told You project, that introduction, the intro, I Told You. And if you go a bit further back to the Lost Cause when he's talking about Mama Told Me and all of that. But here, I feel it, especially on In the Air. Like, I feel that one. Like, I felt the bars, what he's saying. Like, so yeah, this blows New Toronto 3 out of the water by a long distance. And that's where you can kind of understand between mixtape Tory and album Tory. The way he's constructed both of them, it's night and day difference, let's say. But there's a shadow over it. So that's basically it. Like, the project, you can take it in, you can consume it, you can enjoy moments on it. But then it's like, there's just filler moments on there. There's filler tracks that just don't add anything to the story, don't give any context. And you're left like, what was this? Like, because this doesn't cover everything. It kind of says, yeah, I'm the victim here. I didn't do what's been said, but it doesn't clear everything up. But I think that's going to come. So I'm not even going to give a rating on this one, guys. I'm just going to say, take it in, but don't expect it to be the project to give you all the answers. That's all I got to say, guys. Inspire, enrich, love.